What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of my Newcastle United 100% live Let's Play in Football Manager 2017. Glad you guys enjoyed the first episode. Make sure you leave a thumbs up on this one as well as we get underway. And I'm going to look to record more of this because, guys, pretty much as I finish recording, I can upload it, or at least upload it on private and then set it to upload at a good time for viewing and everything like that. So I can get through this series, like maybe a few episodes a day as I start recording more. So that will be very ideal if I could do that. But guys, we will get straight into it now. Let's check out the team because we do have like a decent transfer budget left, and there is a position I want to maybe reinforce. Defensive midfield, we got Isaac Hayden, who's not a terrible player, a defensive midfielder, but he'd suit me as more of the backup, the guy to sit on the bench to come on, just to be a bit better, because still very well suited to EFL Championship football. We can't sell every player with that because we have plenty on that description with that report. And then we got Vernon Anita, who actually there's 5 clubs interested in him. So we'll go to transfer, and you can see Bournemouth, Leicester, West Brom, but you see all Premier League teams, even Valencia. So got to make me think maybe he is good enough, because what I mean here, he's got 5 strength. I don't know the best role to play him in, but it's not a really defensive role, surely. Maybe as a fullback, it will suit him a bit more. He's not bad physically in terms of his quickness. Like, agility is all right, pace, acceleration, but the strength, so he's in between. So I'm not really sure just yet, but I'm not going to be looking so much to sell so many players right now. I want to focus on one I can actually sign, searching for a defensive midfielder here. So we'll see if there's any on the transfer list now. There is not many players on the transfer list. Again, if you take off the position, there's 145 in total that are realistic, and take away realistic. Does that sound right? Does that sound right? I'm not sure, because I do think I have a lot of, well, we'll take off transfer listed, and you can see 18,000 players. So, yeah, there's plenty. You thought out of that many, almost 19,000, there'll be more than 152 players transfer listed? I don't know. I don't know exactly. But anyway, we got to deal with it the way it is. So we'll see Luke Bratton, who's actually Australian. He's not terrible, but no, if he wasn't Australian, I wouldn't be even considering him at all. So I know I like him as a player. Definitely, he played in the A-League. Very good for Brisbane Roar. Good passer. But yeah, he's not Premier League quality. Got to be honest there. So yeah, it would be nice if there was someone else there, but not really much I can do, I suppose. So we got to look at our reports now and see. Look, there's a couple of guys as Joey Barton. Why is he unavailable to play this time? I don't know. Is his own personal choice or something else? Ooh, Kirchhoff. He is good. Obviously, previously, Sunderland, they let him go. And then Bayern, he was at Bayern. He didn't play too many games. He's not a terrible player, but again, he has a problem with injury. So yeah, I hate injury-prone players, not even a consideration if they're like very, very injury prone. Anyone else? There's Tom Thorpe. Nah, they're not quite. They're going down a bit more. They're not really. But guys, I just want to at least search, because there may be, because he is just off the reports. So we're gonna go midfield roles, but defensive midfielder on defense. So that really defensive type, and maybe at least 13. And there's still no one there. So maybe 12 out of 14. Okay. And Joey Barton is top. He mustn't be terrible then. Obviously, he had a spell at Newcastle for about 5 years. So he's not terrible. He's unavailable player, so it doesn't matter. And I'm not sure if I would consider signing him anyway. Jack Price from Wolves. He's 23. He doesn't look terrible. He's not terrible, but he just... How old is he? Yeah, 23. He's not going to grow massively. And yeah, wow. I'm just looking at the options, and there's not many. What's the... Can we try a different position? Is Nacho at defensive midfielder? Okay, can we try another role? We have to clear the current ones. So if I go pick and clear, then press OK, yeah, clears clears them. So yeah, okay, that's weird. And that wasn't even clicked on transfer list or anything. There just wasn't a lot of options. So if we go to midfield roles, I like, what's a halfback on defend? Let's see. Put the attributes down. We just have to, I don't know actually. We'll just search, okay, we just search by value. Because what, 620 defensive midfielders? How about ones that are not, there's over 1,000. I guess that makes sense. But, okay, yeah, let's just see anyway. Let's go down with a few options. I do want to bring in an experienced guy who's just, so not really so much a guy with potential. Okay, again, we'll check the current. How about Chalobah? He's not that great defensively. How about another Chelsea lad? Not too bad, but he'll cost so much. And again, how about Carlos Sanchez? Maybe I'll just have to search by attributes because I know what I'm looking for. Defensive attributes. And yeah, I want a strong tackler, but there's like a lot of low attributes. How about this Garcia type? Okay. But then he's got a lot of other low ones. Nah, he wouldn't be Premier League quality. Just someone who's a bit more balanced. So I've got to see their value looking all right. Castellano, what's big injury? Markel, who is from Sociedad. Yes, see, this is the kind of type I wanted when I was trying to search for positions and everything like that. Roles. Look at all those blue attributes. That's what we want. That is what we want. And hopefully will be affordable because he's cheap and 30 years old. That's a kind of player we want. So we'll try and go for him. And again, I want to progress more. I don't want to go so long even in the second episode without hopefully getting into at least finishing the friendly games. So yeah, we will continue with the tactic. I want to see how our tactic goes, even though there's apart from Celtic, and that's at home. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Even though it will just be controlled by the assistant manager. Still interested to see. Ooh, Everton sign Fernando Torres. How about that? Former Liverpool player, and he signs for Everton. That is crazy. I'll be honest with you guys. Fernando Torres was one of my favorite players when he was at Liverpool. He was absolutely amazing. You cannot deny that. Goal scoring record, pretty good. 65 goals in 102 games. Absolutely amazing. How about just the first season he signed? That's what got me. I was, let's check out this lad, how good he was. New signing for Liverpool and absolutely amazing. That's me as a Manchester United supporter. Hate Liverpool, but Fernando Torres is an amazing player. You cannot deny that, or was an amazing player. So Farley, as a sports scientist, that was the one sports scientist, yeah? We went through that in the previous episode. We still have the sports scientist. We still got Jake Kemp. And we got John Fitzpatrick in the under-23s. I think that's enough. And we got and head of sports science, Paul Caddison, that's his secondary role. So I think that's enough. I don't think we need another one for that role specifically. So Markel, exactly. There we go. And he's going to be, is he even transfer listed or not? Or his contract is running out? No, his contract's not running out. And he's not transfer listed. So there you go. That's scouting for you. You can get, and his estimated cost is below his value. He's not even transfer listed. Oh, but he might have might have a problem with injuries. So his injury prone level wouldn't be very high, but higher than normal. And yeah, we just got to hopefully run with that and get a bit of luck and keep that in mind. But yeah, okay. You got to think about that, but really, really good. Really good attributes, exactly what we want. If there was a younger guy with those attributes, 100%. But again, in the search, there probably wouldn't be as much. You see, the guys with the best tackling, there's a lot of them with the lower kind of value. There's not really a high value. Isn't that pretty great? Well, that's with players that want to join. So that's all we can really go by anyway. So there might be a few others that are balanced, but we want a really good tackler who's going to break up the play, win the ball back and play that role. That's what exactly we're searching for. So Markel is going to be the one for us. So again, through his scout report. So apart from the injuries, and you take away that loan one, because yeah, that doesn't matter, has no international experience. I wouldn't say that matters as much. and determined, and he'll have to adapt to fit in. Yeah, I don't know. But it says works strongest attribute works well within a team, so that's what we want. That's good. And yeah, he's loyal. He has a basic understanding, which is good. And he's adaptable. Enjoys big matches. Can play a couple. Yeah, he definitely has a lot. His pros definitely outweigh the cons. I'll have to say that. So if we go to the offer, and we will go just below the minimum that it said, and we'll go 850k. Okay, and we'll find a way to negotiate here. We'll go down to 1 million. Okay, we won't be able to get him at the minimum. How about 1.1? I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, the next, then like 100k, the next. So 1.2 million. Okay, not enough progress. Can we go 1.3? And we'll see if that offer will be actually accepted. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. And that will be so great because we'll auto-select. Again, yeah, auto-select. I remember King that last time. I didn't want to add like so many youth players. I want the first team so they're match fit. So hopefully that will be good. Of course, it's good getting youth players games, but I feel as though, yeah, it's good to get our preseason started to prepare ourselves for the beginning first few games of the season. That is very crucial for mine. So we've got Sammy Abiobi. We've got an offer. And again, they're not giving up. I didn't even offer him out again. Really, I didn't. So, no, we don't want to keep playing a player that's not going to be at our team anymore. Can we say that so they understand what we don't want in the deal instead of keep offering non-negotiable offers with that in it? What's the point of that? There's no point. I'm not going to consider it. It's so annoying. And if I offer them out, they keep coming back with that. So I don't even see the point. What are we going to do? We'll just remove that guy. Unfortunately, we were close to signing him, but see, that's the thing. Sometimes things happen and work out a better way. Sure, he'll be a good goalkeeper, moves to Benfica, and I even said that in the last episode, didn't it? When I saw the Benfica interest, it's probably a good move for him as a player. And we get Rajkovic, who has potential to be a better player and with zero cons. Current ability is already very well suited to Premier League football. Then his potential on top of that. We'll go into the actual reports, and it doesn't show his potential yet, but you can see the potential ability there. Superb rating for the senior team. So, he's looking the goods. So now we're going to even try more to let go of probably Sells. Matt Sells. And I'm even like thinking in my head, am I saying his name right? Not 100% sure. So there's no interest. There's no interest in him. So I don't know. But it shows that he recently joined. So that's probably seen as an unrealistic kind of move then. And is probably not going to happen. So we will just put him as backup. Take him off transfer listed. So we're going to I would prefer to keep Krul, to be honest. And we'll take him off. But we'll probably look to sell him in the next season. But yeah. Not much we can do there. You can't. It's always just so hard. It's almost impossible to sell a player that's just signed, and also unrealistic. So Tim Krul has been at Newcastle for a while. That's a bit of an understatement since 2005. But right now, I think he's only 28. So he'll be perfect as the backup, but we need to move him on. Asking price. There's no one interested at the same time. So can we offer him to clubs for about slightly under his value, 8 million? We'll see what we get there. But guys, yeah, we'll keep progressing. Want to get through these friendlies, see how the team goes with those games. And, the negotiation. See, per league appearance, I'd rather just give it up front. 1.4, which I think that could have a chance to get accepted, actually. And there we go, accepted. There we go, swift negotiation. So again, 30-year-old. See, these are the kind of signings I like making. The signings I like making, because I wouldn't normally sign someone like this if I'm being a big team. When you're this kind of team that's newly promoted, you got to go for these signings a bit cheaper. You get a bit of experience in as well. Season tickets, sales updates, no offers for Tim Krul. I'll ask him to speak to clubs. I'm going to say, we've translated you without success so far. I need you to try and make a move happen. I respect your opinion, but I'm going to say, look, I have registration rules. That's a bit like, I'm not sure if that's right to say, but it works a lot of the time. I can't believe you're not even going to register me. Like, that means they know for sure they're not going to be part of the team. So yeah, you don't really want to say that, it's not treating them the best, but it's the option to tell them, yeah, you got to look for a new club, and because I want to sell the player. That's the main kind of thing. So preseason report, team watch. Obviously, Manchester United quality side. We've got a game coming up against them. It's a tough start to the season. We've got Arsenal, Chelsea, and then Manchester United not too far into the league season as well. So it's going to be tough. So even if we start poorly to the season, we've got hard games. So keep that in mind. So Markel now, he wants a big increase in his wage. He's only on 6.5k. That's why I thought, look, his wage really cheap. We're going to have to increase it, but we have the money there. So that kind of weighs it up. It kind of evens itself out with the money we offered, like, because it's a really cheap signing. Anyway, we've got to try, but that's a lot. That's a crazy upgrade of the wage, but I guess, yeah, he probably prefers to stay in Spain, so we'll keep that in mind. Agent fee will increase a bit, and see if we can drop the sign-on fee a bit more. See if the agent, likes the look of that. Unused sub will increase. Maybe we'll drop the wage, maybe a bit dramatically to what he requests, maybe to like 7, because I'm looking at what he's on now, so it's still increase, and then give him a goal bonus because he won't be a goal scoring type, and make that like 40k, because he's not going to be type that's going to smash in goals, and give him a team of the year bonus as well. Again, I wouldn't say, like a team like us, Newcastle, we'll probably have to dominate and be top 4 to get players in the team of the year, and Premier League. Don't see that happening definitely this season and his time at the club. So, an international cap, you wouldn't see him getting caps. So, that's where we can increase the funds there. And then also a seasonal landmark goal bonus if he gets 5 goals. Like a defensive midfielder, I don't see him getting that. He could, it's still possible around the midfield, but we'll see how he goes as well. A 3-year contract I'm not sure about, though. Well, we'll try 2 years. 2 years, and with these terms, too far apart. See, he wants that 3. You see, if I'm going to have to lower his wage, I'm going to have to give him the 3 years, what he wants in terms. How about 22k? Anything else we can increase? The goal bonus even more to 43. We can't get it much higher than that. Maybe appearance fee up to 8k, trying to increase it through that way. Suggest the term. Well, fuck off then, cunt. I get so mad. When a player, come on, man. You wanted so much more money. Well, you would still be getting more. And then plus all those extras. You'll earn less money. Did he actually realize that? 6.5k? I don't know. Far, man. Okay, I don't want your injury prone ass anyway. You can get lost. We'll look for someone else. So there we go. There we go. You see how salty I get when a player doesn't want to join me. And when we will be giving him more money. Turn it up. Berami. Ooh. He's not bad. He's got experience in these top levels, top European leagues. Get a scout report. And he'd be a more well-rounded player. He's 31, so let's see. Oh, man, that's funny. So let's see how they go against Santos FC. Hope we can... No, I've given up. I've given up on him. Not sure why it's fallen apart. It's because he was money hungry. But, give up on him for now. Well, give up for him always. I'm not going to look back. So, I'll take this. A loan for Rolando Aarons. Ipswich, 100% on the wage and playing and unused. So I will take that, accept the offer, just looking at everything. Yep, he can be recalled as well. So it will be benefit for first team football. What's his potential like, though? I'm not sure how good he will actually become. It says, he'll be a Premier League left winger in the future, but his technical attributes need to improve by a lot. We'll say that. Haidara... I think I'll accept this because I was saying about how we have 3 left backs. We probably don't need that much, and they've got playing monthly fee and unused monthly fee, because I'm going to think how much would I actually use him, and he'll benefit from first team football. See if he'll improve, because we would have Gomez. He's more of a right back though. We've got Lazar. Yeah, it's Lazar and Dummett. Even Kieran Clark can play there as well. Vernon Anita can play left back. More preferred right back, but we've got those positions. So Paul Dummett, let's see. Yeah, he's not bad. He's a bit well-rounded. Good teamwork. But of course, Lazar, Ashraf Lazar, he's... Ooh, I thought he was a little bit better rated because he was at Palermo. Interesting. I thought, honestly, I didn't think I checked him out. Maybe clicked on him once in the previous episode, but yeah, I thought he was maybe a bit stronger defensively. Interesting. Physically, not too bad, but we're working on with his development, his playing position. We'll work just, fullback, but then on tackling, just try and get his... I thought, like, just in my head, I thought his marking and tackling would have at least been 13, maybe 14, but then he seems like a good attacking type. Yeah, his dribbling is not too bad. Yeah, pretty good compared to his other attributes. So Haidara. So if you compare to Haidara, he's a bit stronger defensively and physical, not too bad as well. But yeah, he needs to be balanced out a bit more in other attributes. Take a look at that. So De Jong on loan. Let's see. I just feel he wouldn't fit into the team structure. He would be more attacking midfield. Again, we're not playing with an attacking midfielder in our formation. He could be a striker, of course, still. Well, yeah, I just feel I'd prefer to sell him, but the only interest is for loan. So I think that's the best right now, and we'll accept it. Because again, anytime I negotiate, well, we'll try and get a bit more of percentage of wage. Maybe try for 30%. Not sure if we'll get it accepted or not. We'll negotiate, suggest the terms. See, that's what I mean. I always find it pointless negotiating. The player, I'll say honest, yeah, he's no longer wanted at the club. And then what's his contract like? It's the end of 2020, so he comes back. Maybe another team would be more interested to make a signing. And there we go. I thought we could make some money off him, but I don't think 100% needed. So we'll just put him in the under-23 squad as well. So you could also just hide players out on loan, but yeah, I just tend to just move them into the under-23s if they're out on loan. So they're out of the way. But yes, we're getting into, well... as I said, the assistant manager controls the friendlies, but all these types of teams we should be beating. And we will go into the news item, and you can see all the inbox, and we smashed them 4-0, but we cannot really take too much out of this. Okay. Yeah, I've been on this skin. I've noticed it does it when you click. You can't see the goals to click on. If you go into the match stats, I don't know if I'm missing something. You can click on view highlights goals if you want to. I suppose, yeah, that's the difference. I'll have to see after I actually play the matches myself, because during the matches, yeah, obviously, I'll just have to see. Because to see them, yeah, if you want to see the goals, but we don't really. At least I'll set up how I want to with the speed between the highlights, and during the highlights we'll speed it up a little bit more to how much I'll have it on. And the replays of goals, I like goal action, which is the offsides, and then highlights will be on key. So I'll set that up when we get into games, when we get into games. I don't mind the kind of how on the 2D Classic, how they look on this skin. So, yeah, guys, that's what I hate with skins, when it's so perfect and there's just a few things that annoy you, especially when you have crazy OCD like me. When you click on that, you want to be able to click where it says the goals, and you just click on the goals, and it has the match stats there, but this skin is not set up that way. At least you can still see the stats. Diame, he's got 3 assists, so... not too bad, but yeah, there's little things when a skin is perfect in so many other ways. It just, yeah, that kind of thing annoys me personally. But again, we'll try and not focus on that. Barami, he's a good, decent report, I'll say. Let's view it for now. Let's see what it says. He'd be our best defensive midfielder, so he'll be a good signing. They're unlikely wanting to sell though, so he will be hard to get on the cheap, but we'll just increase above his value a bit, 5 million. See, he's not a type I want to splash a lot of cash on. If you go 7.5, yeah, they're not even... I'll put 10 million offer, but I don't want to be spending more than that. Maybe a little bit more, 11, 12, but yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get him at that. So again, guys, we've got to make a lot of signings, or a lot of focus on the signings, because a couple of times already it's failed, which is very, very annoying. So anyone else with good defensive attributes here? There's, how about Sal? This Victor Cáceres seems a bit more solid. Okay. Where's he? He's from Paraguay. He'll be on, what, 9K. Might as well get a scout report on him. Seems pretty, yeah, he does seem pretty balanced, and he's got the marking 15, yeah, tackling 16. Wait, yeah, tackling 16. So pretty good then. Samba Sao, he's from a Turkish club. He used to play in France. Again, attributes, there's some nice ones, but some low ones. How old is he as well? He's 27. Interesting, but yeah, I wouldn't say he will be a massive upgrade to our other players. And those are pretty much the best defensive guys, we will say. And there might be some decent ones of 15 that could be balanced. Anthony Annan, okay, not bad. I'm just wondering, his value, he's so cheap. I'm so excited there. I surely thought he'd be like at least above $1 million, or not. He'll be at least over 30 years old. If it was 250K, he's not bad. He's very balanced. He must have something wrong with him. There must be something wrong. Again, it's the team he's at. He's playing in Finland. That's what I mean. Scout these kind of leagues. Look for players in these kind of leagues. It was the same with the keeper we signed. So definitely. Barami would be the better player, though. These guys. Yaya Sanogo. Okay, he's been downgraded. Oh, my God. That hurts. That hurts. If you... what, around FM12, was it? When he was on the scene as a high-potential player. But, again, it's realistic to how he's performed in real life. And, guys... The guy who made this transfer update and like data update, he probably would have adjusted the attributes of certain players. But yeah, you can't argue with that. Yaya Sanogo just, couldn't get the goals, unfortunately. But yeah, for Football Manager players, it just hurts seeing him because he was such a legend, FM12, FM13, around that time. Yeah, legend. But guys, yeah, that is very disappointing. I'm just saying that's very disappointing to see that. But there might be a few others. How about Eric Souza? Nah, none of these guys are going to really be. Connor McElhaney, yeah, they wouldn't be good. But anyway, Cáceres or Annan, who's got the... Ooh, I surely thought he'll be better rated. Work permit unlikely for him, and work permit unlikely. I guess that's going to be the negatives of these. And only championship? Okay. Okay, this is going to be annoying looking for another defensive midfielder. See, Yaya Sanogo, look how he's declined. Right now, he's just decent for EFL Championship club. Well, there you go. We're still... I wouldn't say we desperately need another defensive midfielder, though. It's just I want to improve that position. But I guess Hayden is only 21. He could improve. But still, we need another. How about loans? How about a loanee? Let's see. We'll search by value, but it's not looking very promising. I'll tell you that. Okay. Marco, has he got an offer in already? There's a loan from Granada, but he's not that defensive. Oh, that's so annoying. It's so annoying when you just need that player and you can't quite find him, because I don't want someone who's just a good player but doesn't have the attribute. Oh, okay. Okay, you got to consider Aquah. Let's scout him. It's still good having an all-round good player as well. But I just got to consider how much they'd cost at the same time. So yeah, he's that nice age, 24, should be playing at his best. So yeah, let's see his report. Sunderland signed Stanislas. You get some really interesting tweets. It's easier calling them tweets now because on this skin has the Twitter logo. I work with one of Anita's dentist's mates. He reckons he's staying. That's just so random. I couldn't even have thought of that. Like whoever's job was to create these tweets in the game for the social feed, that's just, it's so, yeah, it's so specific. He's staying. Is he? I don't really know. Let's see. I'm actually considering it here because I'd want him, if we don't sign another defensive midfielder, okay, Armstrong, Bolton, yeah, 100% of wages, we'll accept that because that's what we want for him. He could be part of the first team in the future, Adam Armstrong. He's quick, pretty good finisher, actually. Another good spell out on loan. And I think, yeah, as he hits 20, maybe could be part of the team next season. Anita. But we cannot have any... I want money up front, especially as monthly installments. Monthly installments over 12 months, that's not too bad. But I don't trust after league appearances because what if they get someone better, he's not playing well. I don't trust that. So we got to increase that. We'll add about $1 million on top of that. We'll maybe try and get a $6 million. Winning the FA Cup. They're not going to win the FA Cup. We'll remove that. No, you're not going to be qualifying for the Championship. Champions League, I should say. Sorry. Leicester. Well, they have done already, but yeah, not quite. We'll leave that over 12 months. How about 6.5 for $8 million? But his value is $7 million. I thought we would get a bit more for him because Vernon Anita, we don't even have him transfer listed. So how about 8 million and it's just under 10 million in total? I'm just wondering, could we get more from him though? Because if he's not transfer listed, but I'm considering selling him. So, and even increase that, maybe 3 million if they want to pay a bit more there, 13 million, because I don't want to sell him for a cheap price. Then you guys will be like, you should have got more from him. So suggest terms. Okay. You can see how much potential value, 11 million. So after league appearances, I just don't like that one. I prefer monthly installments. I don't like appearances. Again, I don't want quality because that's not for sure money. I want for sure money. So it's either monthly installments and then we'll try to get it at 11.5 then and a decent amount up front. And that's just over 12 months as well. So in a good period, suggest terms. That's acceptable? Okay. Let me know what you guys think of that. So we get 9.5 million right now, and then again, 1.9 over 12 months. So within the 12 months, that will be received. It's 1.9, but the 9.5 right up, that is not too bad. So I say he's not a terrible player as a whole, but the specific position we want to play him for, the specific position, he lacks the strength. You cannot be a defensive midfielder and have 5 strength, and you got to be taller, honestly, and weigh a bit more. You got to be a bit more of a beast to play that position for mine. And yeah, we'll just accept this guy. I'm not sure if he's any good or not. Daniel Balasa. I'm not sure, but he doesn't really have the greatest of potential. So again, the offers, Berami. Is that what we negotiated? Oh, that they came back? Did we get an offer there? I don't know, but that's what they want anyway. I wouldn't pay that much. Sorry. I wouldn't pay 22 million. But if that goes through, we can have... See, there's going to be better quality players if we're going to take off... Damn. They wouldn't want to join us. But this Aquah guy, yeah, I think he's someone we'd look for because then he's got solid 14s for marking and tackling, but then he's got more about his game. So hopefully he looks all right. Barami negotiated. No, I didn't want that. I feel it's for his age, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. And yeah, that guy, we accept his loan deal and he'll go out on loan there. Aquah. Exactly. Great, and he's cheap. And as long as he wants to join, the only thing is he doesn't enjoy big matches. What's the reasoning? He's inconsistent with when presented with chances. So that means he's an inconsistent player or chances in terms of finishing. I know he's a low finisher. And is there any other clubs interested? No, I'm just the only minor. I'd say major. They should detect my interest. If that was the thing, if they could detect my voice right now, they tell, yeah, I'm pretty interested in his signing. And yeah, I think he's undervalued. I've always liked him. Like a couple of years back when he was a bit younger, obviously he had the more potential, still had more to grow, yeah. Let's try and get, what was his request? Okay, 5.5. That's where I like to start, just below the minimum amount that I could get him for. Suggest terms. 6 million. Okay, after league appearances, after international appearances. See, that would be just over 7 million, but I think we could get him for 6.5. Suggest terms. See, there we go. See, it would have been more. We would have paid more over the course of time, so I'd rather get him cheaper up front. Especially, yeah, hopefully this will be a long-term series. But yeah, it's going to take a while to progress. That's why I said try and get a lot of episodes out if I can. But yeah, Aquah. I really like the look of it. There's a few attributes, maybe jumping reach. Obviously, he's not going to be amazing in every aspect because then he's going to be a better player and he wouldn't want to come to Newcastle. He would want to go to a better team. So now, hopefully I get this right. Whew, sign-on fee once a bit much, but okay, sell-on fee percentage. We'll try and negotiate without that. Relegation release clause. See, a trick to do here is... Well, I'd say, like, just put it cheap because then, oh, yes, they'll let us go easily. But if I can't negotiate the transfer without that because somehow I do get relegated, like, I don't think I'd keep my job anyway. But for now, we will give him, yeah, the unused sub. We'll try and get it. They want a lot. I wonder it's because they expect that much moving to the Premier League. And he's just slight interest, so we cannot... Oh my God, like this guy will be a great signing. I'm dropping a lot here. I got to be careful. I got to be really careful. Drop the sign-on fee, but I'll increase the agent fee. I think. My God, I got to make sure I get this guy. And again, we'll give him a lot of goal bonus. He won't score regularly for the position he'll play plus his attributes. 7 finishing. Come on, man. Let's see what we can get here in Premier League. I'm just already dreading it being rejected. And this is on key play and he's only slight interest. So I'm already doubting it. So 5 goals, give him 850. Do we need to give him something else? The Premier League? Qualifying for Champions League. We'll add that there because that's top 4 finish. I won't expect that this first season. Okay, I'm just thinking... I'm just not 100% sure that will be accepted. We'll go 38k per week. So yeah, see, like I increased that, maybe you wouldn't have accepted 100%. Okay, we'll put a sell-on fee percentage. Like I mentioned in the past, I wouldn't want to ideally sell him, but we'll put that down to 10%. Either way, maybe try and get him on 40. At least we're close to signing him, so he shouldn't like just decline us completely. Hopefully not anyway. And... yeah, we'll leave the relegation release clause because we're not going to get relegated. So I'll leave that there as something. Suggest terms. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's accepted. What the hell was I worrying about? Okay, hopefully now that will be accepted and go through. It will be a good deal. I'll just say, I don't want to discuss too much. I don't want to risk another team becoming interested in him and then we don't sign him. And then another team comes along. So I'll be, yeah, pretty cagey with the media on this occasion. And guys, I hope you enjoyed the quality of the audio. If you didn't watch the previous episode, but this one, I changed a few settings just to beef up the audio a bit, make it sound a bit more professional. So hopefully it sounds good. The audio, 3-0, there we go against Cape Town. But again, if you go to the match reports, we can see it there. But if we click on it, I'm just used to being able to click. When you click on the match report, you see the goals and you see some stats there, but it just doesn't show it for this one. You have to actually go to the goals, or if you want to see the stats, you go to the stats specifically. So I guess all the information is there. Matt Ritchie had a good game, but I can't get too excited about these performances against a team like Cape Town. They wouldn't be that good. So we got to wait really until Celtic. And do we have a good friendly? Well, good, I say good, I mean winnable. I guess Gateshead. See, with all the things I went through in the first episode, there's some things I missed. Going into networking, and we'll go to affiliate club to increase our profile in another country overseas. So we'll try and do that. There's absolutely no benefit, but. That's why I don't understand. This is always my response. If you've watched my videos for a long time, when they initially reject that, when they say there's absolutely no benefit, it only ever makes a club profit. So I don't understand that. I'll say, well, you know, being left behind by our rivals, man. What are we going to say? I can't stress enough how important I believe this to be. I have a feeling Mike Ashley is going to annoy me, like he annoys Newcastle United supporters. Actually, I'm not going to say too much more. Well, there you go. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. Like, I don't know what's his problem apart from the obvious. I don't think insulting insulting him is going to do me much good. But anyway, it's a bit disappointing that he wouldn't want to earn the club more money, because then more money will come in for him and he'll be able to buy more food. Okay, I couldn't prevent myself. Anyway, O'Brien is available. Wigan, Amiobi. It's the same. Like I told you, they keep coming in with these offers and selling team wage contribution, 10K. I don't want to do that. And even the offer, money-wise, is not that great. So the offer isn't good enough. But can I say why? But that is frustrating. Can we get an offer from someone else? Or even lower to like 1.2, because I'm just tired of I just want to get rid of him. That is so annoying. Again, can someone else show interest? Is that worth it? Because I don't want to be paying him 10K for who knows how long. But I don't know. What would you do? Is that just the duration of his next contract? Because thinking we get 1.2 million for him. Nah, I'm just going to accept. I won't lie, because I'm annoyed. They're annoying me. And he doesn't have a future at the club in my point of view. So, yeah, just so they can piss off more or less. Oh, man, that is annoying. So, Aquah, yes. There we go. He signed, so that's a positive. Oh, but yeah, Wigan, I won't lie, they're annoying me, and we only beat this team 2-1, so that is not too impressive. But where are they? They're National First Division. I have no idea. They're in South Africa, but yeah, that's very disappointing. We'd only win 2-1. We'll click on again, but I want to see who played for us. Again, Diame. He's doing very, very well for us. But again, you got to look at the opposition, who they have. They're not even real players. But yeah, don't forget grayed out players. Haven't had my complaints about them for a while. I suppose not playing in the lower leagues, which is good. Jamie Holmes, definitely not good enough. I thought, he has a real photo, pretty professional photo like the rest of the lads. I thought he could have been decent, but he's just a under 18 player. It's good they have it for them, I suppose, because my face pack is huge. I think he would have been involved in it, not one of the default players with a face in the game. Anyway, let's see. Yes, Aquah. We make the signing of him. Afri Aquah. I think that's how you say his first name. But anyway, that is a good deal, I think. Let me know your thoughts on that move anyway. Okay, Nicolo, what on earth are we doing? Obviously, Nicolo doesn't understand. The two other, Lacey Holmes and then Bernard Perryman, he said, that's the sort of player we should be signing. That's a support I'd like to see. There we go. Aquah. So add him to the training camp squad and let's just see his reports compared to the rest of the players. If we go defensive midfielder, yeah, he's our best defensive with Anita, but I'm not sold on Anita being a good defensive midfielder, really. We'll be interested to see if the offer does get accepted, if he does move on, and then we'll see how our budget is looking. So for now, we are just going to progress. I'm happy with the signings we have, and we'll see what happens with Anita. So we'll just get into it. Reduce workload. No. Workload needs to be high during the preseason for me. Who's this Obi? He signed him on a free transfer, Bournemouth. He's got some decent potential, actually. Because don't forget, on the transfers update, this data update, Haidara, he's going to move on loan. There's all like free transfers, all kind of moves that were made in real life. That's a very good potential loan spell for Haidara, who out on loan. Where are they? They're second Well, yeah, for now. That might not last long. But yeah, top division in France. I think that will suit him as well. And then Rolando Aaron. So we're sending the right players out on loan as well. Well, some of them just so they can garner some interest. There's only 10% of wages. But yeah, what can we do? We're not going to utilize him at all. No, well, maybe if we didn't sell him, use him a bit. But yeah, ideally I want to sell him on. So having a loan spell where he would play, there we show the lethal touch. But again, we can't get too excited. We can't look at it too much against these teams. But it's good where at least we're playing well, I guess. Strandberg. Stefan Strat, he's always been, again, same point, because he plays in Russia. And even when he was at Rosenborg, he was always a cheap player to sign. He's like a good bargain to sign in Football Manager. He's that kind of defensive midfield. He's not an amazing player, but he well-rounded attributes for that position. Actually, centre-back he is. But yeah, I see his attributes, look more defensive mid. And Anita moves on to Leicester. Interesting move, though. Interesting move. And I'll just see our transfer budget go up. Should go above 20 mil. Yeah, just above 20 mil. So, again, we get around that amount. So, we do have money to sign someone else. Good. But if you look at our squad, if you go in terms of the registration, we'll add Aquah into there. And then Joel Campbell will have to be added as well. Hadara, we'll put him into the under-23 squad now. And that's all we need. Like, we can make another signing. Well, technically another 2 signings. But, yeah, the squad registered. A couple guys we don't have to register as well, which is good because under 21. So I'm just thinking. Again, I don't want to wait around too long. I want to get into the season. But I'm just wondering, what we got the strikers. Maybe another winger. I'm thinking because Gouffran, he's 30 as well, but I'm not too much. I'm not very sold on him, his ability. He's okay. What's Save? His position we're going to play him in. His natural central mid, I think, advanced playmaker will be, and we'll just look to work on his passing. I'd say finishing, but he's going to be playing more midfield, and that, passing want to improve. So, yeah, we'll get that. So we take a look at our wingers, Gouffran, but then we've got Joel Campbell, who we brought in, Atsu, Matt Ritchie. See, with Atsu, how good is he? He's a decent player. I think we could maybe bring in some. He's passing very, very, very poor. We've got to work on this. His crossing, I suppose, for his position, that's going to be better. Make sure he's working on the winger role. I just don't want to wait around here doing nothing. But we have money. Do we have to use it yet, though? I don't know. I'm going to leave it. Because I just want to progress. Because who knows what's going to happen. We've got Celtic. I want to see how we go against Celtic. That will be a good... we'll get a good idea, I suppose. Oh, no, it's too late. Willing to re-enter. It's too late. I'm sorry, Markel. You were too late, and really, we got a better player as a whole, I think, in Aquah. So if we go to review the signings so far for the season, we brought in goalkeeper Joel Campbell. Okay, don't forget we're going to sign. Well, it's optional to sign. And obviously in the previous episode, when I think there was the mandatory one, obviously mandatory it was, I realized you have to sign him if you put, but I thought that was a bit interesting. You have to sign him if you put that in. Like, there's no choice. You have to. It's interesting that's an option. But anyway, that's what we have. We have the option to sign him. But it looks like I want to. He looks like the kind of player that will be very good. But yeah, like, we have money, but yeah, we have the auto save for the game in case any crashes. But the game doesn't really crash for me. I don't know. That's just mine. That's just my experience in Football Manager. I think it used to crash for some people, like, I mean, previous versions of the game, previous years, but it's just like not a thing anymore for Football Manager to crash. I don't know. It just doesn't for me at all. Like, never. It'll be funny if it does now. That'll be funny. And Mbabu, he is going to go out on loan as well. So we are freeing up the wage budget, like sending all these guys out on loan. So I don't know, guys. I really do not know. It's like I'm saying like I'm talking to you right now. How about no, I don't know. Like fullbacks, we've got defenders. Like if you look at all the defenders we have from the fullbacks and the centre backs, we got that. Do we need another central midfielder? You got to look who's going to be playing. If you go into the tactics, who are we going to put at right back? I'd imagine we would have. Where are we? DeAndre Yedlin. I would have thought he would have been there because Anita, I think, would have been selected. But do we need another right back now? Maybe a versatile right back. Again, we go into history. We sold Anita, and obviously he was a right back. He could play midfield, so maybe that's it. Looking at Yedlin again, he's really quick. Doesn't have much growth in him, again, despite being 23. I'm just going to see if there's going to be a right back who could play more, because we got Yedlin and Mbemba. I don't see him as... What's his training, though? Yeah, we got his training set. Well, we'll put him on just central defender, I think. But it's either another central midfielder or more depth for right back. I think we... Oh, no, we got Gomez. Yeah? No, we don't need that. It's going to be an interesting choice, though. Gomez over Yedlin, because I think he's better defensive quality, but I don't think we need that. We got to look at the central midfielders we have. We've got Shelvey, definitely one of the best in the team. We'll just go by the reports so we can see there. We got Shelvey, and then Aquah, who probably played defensive. Then we got Diame. And then Colback, who is probably... He was in my mind to sell. So... And I don't know about Save. Maybe if there's a really good central midfielder, would be the best. So, again, we'll see. But let's see if anyone is transfer listed. There's really no one. How's Charlie Adam? Oh, for his rating, for his attributes, he looks good. I thought he would be at least up with Shelvey. Shelvey's our best, but cheap. See, we don't need to go for cheap, but he is. And his ability is all right. How's Jacob Butterfield? Nah, not so good. So we'll take off transfer listed. How about loan list? We always check loan list. Johnny Williams, so I don't think he's a terrible player, but thought he might be rated a little bit better, just a few higher, a few of his attributes a bit higher. But yeah, it looks like we'll just search through the reports. Ronaldo, this guy's name is Ronaldo. He must be good. Okay. Did he just choose his name to be Ronaldo, or is Ronaldo actually... Okay, fair enough. And his last name is Nan. How about that? But anyway, oh, come on. I say come on to myself like to hurry up and decide something. George Williams. This guy, he looks to have really good potential, actually. So we're going to at least have him on the short list and see how it comes along. But yeah, we're looking for first-team quality. So we've got to look a bit at the ages, because a lot of the younger guys will be up here. Jordan Much? I'm not sure. Want someone who's really, really creative, I think. We'll search for the best players that want to come. How about James MacArthur? Solid attributes. He's 28. Johnny Howson. Trying to see... How about Ekdal? Not quite. Again, we might as well search by the attributes, see if someone will appear for us. Midfield roles. We'll try and look for a deep... how about roaming play? Because we were using that role. So support, and we'll just check out. Maybe drop to 14. Not going to be anyone there, but we've got to drop. Maybe drop a bit more, because so many attributes. That's what I thought. Come on. Okay. Where are the players? Ooh, Tom Cairney. Interesting. He's got a few of those 15s. See, and he's 25. That's what I mean. That's only, to me, that's one attribute higher, and he would look absolutely amazing. If that was, all those 15s were 16s, I was like, yep, let's sign him right now. So I think we should go. He's in the championship, so he'll be willing to. And Fulham willing to sell and no interest from other teams, and report-wise, he'd be on the same level. Oh, that's in attacking midfielder. How about in centre mid? A bit lower. But yeah, he's right up there with a few others we have. I got to understand what we're going to do with Jose Perez. Because he's best in attacking midfield and then striker. Where do we play Perez? Oh my God, this is the frustrating thing. I think he's been downgraded a bit as well in his attributes. Because to me, he's really good in Football Manager in the normal. Not on this update, but it says he's a leading player for most champions. And he doesn't quite fit into the current formation we're playing. And what's the default training? He doesn't have any. It's like I have to do it for every single player. Because I asked assistant. But guys, this is where I'm stumped. I actually do not know. Do we try? Because we're playing with the one striker and we probably won't fit in there. I actually do not know. Do we train him one of the wings? Actually, that could be a consideration. Whichever wing is most weak. I don't really know. Let's just do one and just see how he comes along. Wait, what's his most... If we go into the tactics, he's fairly strong on the left and very strong. I'll put him on the left side then to cut in, so to play him as an inside forward. So he's competent there. That's where we're going to train him. Inside forward. Improve his long shots. I just say, yeah, improve his long shots. So, tough decisions to be made. And then I think he looks good, Tom Cairney. Is it Cairney or Cairney, like how it looks? Let me know anyway. So we'll put him on the short list, even though we should be looking to sign him, I think. Minimum cost 10 million. So we'll put it at that, 10 mil, suggest the terms. Ooh, we can get him a nice price here. 11 mil. And gets accepted, exactly like that. So, guys, what I think we're going to do, because how this episode is going, I want to go right up to the first game of the season, and I'll play that at the start of the next episode. So, these first two episodes, we get done with the signings, and Amiobi finally, he finally moves on. So, sell and fee percentage, I'll remove that. Relegation release clause will leave in for reasons I already explained when that was in previously. Wage increase. Yeah, I think so. And maybe, if we increase that a bit more and then drop this one a bit more, maybe to 28K, then sign-on fee decrease that much and put agent fee up to 550 maybe, trying to get that right. And we'll see how this is going to go. Goal bonus. He's a type that could score a bit more goals, so not too high, but appearance fee, 7.5. And then we can increase the unused sub. He's a type I think if he wasn't starting could bring him on, fresh up in midfields. Add the Premier League, winning the Premier League. To me, we might as well do that because we're not going to be winning the Premier League, especially in the first season. And if he manages to be in the team of the year, he would have a massive season. We'll say that. And maybe the goal bonus, landmark goal bonus for 10 goals in the season. We'll give him 750K. Let's see if that gets accepted. He'll be first team. Okay, it does. See, always when it gets accepted for the first time, I wonder, did I offer too much? But again, I don't think it was completely too much. So I can say it was good then. But anyway, let's get through the rest of the preseason now. I'm liking how the team is looking, though. I will not lie. I'm liking the signings we've made. Of course, leave your thoughts on that. And let's see. Okay, Amiobi moves on finally. Yeah, that's good to see. We're still going to be paying him 10K. I think that would be just for his current contract. I think anyway. Let me know 100%. That's one thing I never knew. Revier, is any teams interested? Yes. Oh, only on loan. Well, we'll try and offer him out. We'll see what we get. But if it's just loan offers, we'll do that. Callum Roberts, how's he looking? Okay, he's actually good potential. Premier League potential. He's in the under 23, so he's a guy we'll look for in the future. Just put his position, train him as an inside forward, actually. Yeah, what's his... He's very strong left foot. Okay, he's going to have the right training. And what's his tutoring? He's injured, but I'll probably tutor him at some point. He looks very good. Charlie Adam. So yeah, I think we'll pass him, but I think his attributes didn't look too bad for his price he would cost. So yeah, we'll progress now because I'm happy with the deals that we have got done. And let's see. There's Celtic report. Yeah, this is the most interesting game, and it's going to be home for us. But yeah, it's going to be more of the challenge. So I want to see how our team comes up, and it's more of a test of the tactics. I'm going to ask him to speak to clubs now. Yeah, make a move happen. I'm going to say the same registration rules. I can't believe you're not even going to register. See, it works every single time. It works every time. Even though it's probably not the best way to treat your players, it still works. So that's good. So there he goes. Tom, we bring him in. Leave your thoughts. Well, look at that. How about this? It says, made up with Cairney agreeing terms. He'll be a real asset. Why not give a chance to one of our own instead? You can understand the point of view of that. Next step for Cairney is to keep on improving himself and the team. That's an underrated piece of business from the club. That's a sort of player we should be signing. And then there's a couple of, I really, really don't like this. And then what on earth are we doing? But see, that's for everything. No, that's Fulham. Yeah, that's Fulham. That's crazy, yeah? We have all positives pretty much, apart from the one that's in between. There's actually no negative. And the two negatives are from like Fulham support. They really don't like this. What on earth are we doing letting him go? So everything from that, it shows like, yeah, that's an amazing move for us. And yeah, we'll definitely utilize him in the central midfield. Advanced playmaker, that'll be his best. Quickness that needs to be improved. So I think that's a very good signing. Please let me know on the thoughts of that, most definitely. Time to step up in the Premier League. He did in his first season, actually, playing professional football. So hopefully he'll get back to that. He got experience playing in the Championship consistently, especially the last few seasons. So going to be good. Oliver Long, we'll just ignore him for now. And yeah, I just want to see how we go in the Celtic game. The team, I'm really happy with the signings. Yeah, I can only say that so many times. And guys, this is how I go. Obviously, this is 100% live how I play. This is my way of playing the game without thinking so much, because I know I'm doing commentary, so I know I got to do it on the fly. I can't sit back and think about it so much. So it's my initial decisions. And a lot of the time, your initial decisions, sometimes they could be bad, but sometimes also, just half and half, they can be good decisions as well, what you actually decided to do. So keep that in mind as well. With sitting back and watching, you can think about it more, and maybe other decisions might have been better. So yeah, keep that in mind. So we're going to send him out on loan. We'll accept that guy we talked about. So it will be good for him to get some first-team football. So there we go. Let's see what we get here. There's a lot of information there. We'll leave that. And Mbabu, except, so the wage budget, yeah, we just signed Cairney, so we'll just have to see how it's going to be looking. In, we could potentially sign yet another player, but I don't think we need to. I think it'll be good to leave that budget there. And don't forget, we will probably sign Joel Campbell. We'll just go to registration, and then we'll sign, put Tom in, not sign, yeah, put him in. We have one more position, but I think that's where it's set very, very good. It's very, in terms of the squad, how it's registered. Because don't forget, we have a few guys that don't need to be registered at under 21. So I think the squad size right now is perfect. And we're ready to get into the season, and getting it done right now is pretty good. Hector, might just get a scout report on him and then the squad to be decided. But yeah, pretty much I did that right on the time, and everyone, yep. And in terms of players that have some interest, there's a couple, yeah, Mbemba, Lasales, but we'll leave that for now. And ideally, I wouldn't want to sell them. Again, I'm really happy with the squad, how it's looking. Again, let me know your thoughts on that. So we're predicted to finish 14th. I'd take that. And there's not too high expectations for the season. Like, for us, it's good. The board they just want us to avoid relegation, which is so good for us. If we go to the competitions and then Premier League, again, minimum expectation is that the team avoid relegation from the Premier League this season. And I'm all set for that, I reckon, with our team. The media prediction, yeah, maybe about lower mid-table. So I feel like we should have a comfortable season, and that's what I love that we'll have with Newcastle. And we defeat, but don't forget, Celtic is probably slightly better. But looking at the match stats, I'm not too disappointed. That's what I want to see. I didn't want to be us like dominated tactically, and maybe some of the players will be a bit different that I would use as well to see who wasn't starting. Joel Campbell wasn't starting. Yeah, so yeah, maybe a few changes I personally would have made. See, Jose Perez didn't play at all. So yeah, I don't think that was terrible. Again, if we go actually into the match, see, if we click on the match and then we go into match stats, we had a clear-cut chance there as well. If we go into individual player stats, okay, I wouldn't say anyone did stand out, but Celtic didn't dominate. So that's what I'm happy with. Tactically, it's not horrendous. That's the good thing. So, yeah, we'll just get through the next couple friendlies. Hector, yeah, he doesn't look too bad, actually. And now the squad numbers to be decided. So, guys, I told Rajkovic I'd give him his preferred number, and he prefers to be 95. Is that in his deal? Is that in the promises, actually, though? Because I'd prefer to give him number ones. Number ones? That preferred number is 2 out of the ordinary. You got to be number one. The number one. So oh yeah, I like how it says that. I thought the number 9, yeah, the number 9 wasn't retired. It just says, yeah, it was famously worn by Alan Shearer, but it's Dwight Gale. So yeah, Dwight, mate, you're gonna have to step up for this season. And that's what I mean with the new signings. Normally, I search on Google, like previous numbers the players have had. So I could maybe have a number because people always suggest, but here I can't really because, again, I'm doing 100% live. So I'm just going to... Oh, Save, he didn't... So I wasn't sure what number he is in real life, but I don't think it'd be a key player, so I'll put it on the next highest, 23. How about for a central player? Number 8. Oh, there's number 8 and number 10. So 10 will be for a key player, I think... I'll go with Joel Campbell for the number 10, and then Cairney number 8, and then Aquah, yeah, he'll just have to be, because I don't like giving, 13, that's unlucky, and I'll have to give him that number. So we will just submit there, I think. Yeah, there we go. Again, personally, I don't care about squad numbers so much myself. You know, yeah, number 10 you give to probably your best player in attack, and then number 9 for a striker if the striker wasn't number 10. But yeah, not a huge deal. But yeah, going forward in the future, if you want me to make a change, sure, leave a comment. But again, please don't make a big deal if if I didn't give a player a number you wanted or you thought they should have had or whatever. But anyway, moving on from that, much bigger things, as I said. We submit the numbers, top goal scorer odds. We're not going to have anyone in there. We still work on the match tactics, I think so. We need to get the familiarity of that up, and you can see the tactical familiarity of just the players. Again, if we do a bit of a quick pick, you can see what it's recommended by the assistant. Not too bad, but again, Rajkovic is going to be in, so I'm going to make changes. I'll do that later, though. Not the exact starting 11 I would go in with for the first game of the season, which is going to be tough. First couple games of the season is going to be tough, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. And like I said, I'm just going to continue through the preseason up until the first game of the season, so we can kick off that in the next episode right away, so we can get a few episodes through. A few games through in that episode, I should say. And I'm going to do high because it doesn't look that, and it motivates players too to play better. So I thought might as well, yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't normally, but yeah, might as well try that. You're going to get, to me, it only increases the chances of playing well, get the morale of a few players up, a bit of a motivation. And with your, like, we're a team with a bit of money. Like Newcastle, like our balance, yeah, looking solid. We can afford to do that. If it's going to help us finish in a better position come the end of the season, I think we should do that. And this guy, what was his potential? Yeah, he's not going to be a superstar, but he could be, at least we can improve him and then sell him on at least for something, opposed to letting him go on a free transfer. So guys, just, yeah, we're getting through the friendlies right now. That's all we want to do. Then comfortable win again, but we can't take too much out of that one. The game maybe against PAOK, and we'll have to see. Where are they from? Let's see the quality of their team players. I say, where are they from? Obviously, they're from Greece with that name, but Yeah, interesting kind of players. Victor Anichebe plays there, so some players that I may know of. And Fulham signed Bratton. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad move. But yeah, we just got that friendly. We're probably not going to make any more transfers. Maybe just negotiate some more. Come on, if it's who is it though? Oldham. Come on, you got to afford at least a playing percentage. Suggest the terms. Then, how good is this guy though? And how much is he on? 5K. Might as. They don't want to pay anything. No, you got to pay something. You can't have him for free, man. It's not like the old days. Oh, man. Anyway, you cannot have him for free. Work for nothing. But anyway, we will accept the... what's this? Oh, come on again. Who's this? Where are they? They're top division. Pay something. I'll go 100%, but I'm guessing they don't want to pay that. They don't, but they're going to, okay. It's that or nothing. It's that or nothing for me. He's no longer wanted at the club. And so you can have a consistent season of game time, like I said last time, for another player so we can sell him on. Top young player odds, we don't have one there as well. But they're kind of like already... Harry Kane, is he a young... He's 23 though, man. You know what I mean? These are like... majority of them are established. Paul Pogba, of course Paul Pogba is going to stand a chance to win. Young player, they should be like 21 or under. Top young player. Like who's going to be the best young player in the season? Like they shouldn't... They're too good. They're too good. Like what chance do one of our younger players stand? I'm not sure. Maybe someone like a Rajkovic or Mitrovic... players' names that rhyme, they stand no chance compared to someone like Pogba and like Harry Kane. No way. They're clearly better. But anyway, Jonathan Benteke. Emilio Martinez, we'll remove him from the shortlist. We don't have any interest. So yeah, just 5 more days to get through. We do have a bit more money, but like I said, we'll save the 6 million to sign Joel Campbell permanently, and then we don't want to completely just waste the money. Well, not waste the money. We don't want to like max it out and have 0 left. We still want to be wise with our money, and I think we've used it. We've done as well as we can, I think, without using it all. So yeah, just saving the game there as well. But guys, you just want to play through the last friendly. So the next game, for those of you guys that want to see the game, but you got to understand, this is showing you guys how in depth you got to be with the preseason, and hopefully that will pay off. And that's such how in-depth Football Manager is. For when I would do a normal save, I'd play through all this stuff privately for the first episode and just show you the transfers I've made. But just show you how much, and if you were ever wondering how many hours or how long it takes for me to get into a new season for other series I do, you'll get an idea here how long it takes me to go through preseason. Hanley just 4 to 5 days, so that is okay, I suppose. Yeah, he won't. We've got centre backs ahead of him. Obviously, we got Mbemba and then we got La Salles. So just getting into this game now, we see how we go. Who's this? He's got okay potential. We'll accept the offer, and yeah, he'll benefit from the first team. Montero available, but we're not quite looking for a signing right now. So get into this game. Oh, this is the captain. Ooh. La Salles is the... I'll leave it, I think. I want to leave it and dumb it as the vice. So yeah, we'll just confirm that. We'll confirm. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with those guys, and we'll accept that deal. It does get a bit tiring after a while. Maybe you can tell it a bit in my voice. Like yeah, going through it when you keep getting loan offers in, it does get a bit annoying, and you just want to eventually get into the games. Trust me, it's like that for myself. But guys. We're going to finally get through the final preseason game, the final friendly, and quality of possession. Again, not to get too excited, but a Jose Perez. Can we see... Go back again, get into the game. Analysis, summary. I'll just go into the stats. He actually came on. Okay, I was just wondering what position he would have been playing Yeah, formation. There we go. That's what I wanted. He would have come on, but I don't know if he came on as a striker or whatever though. So, but he came on 63rd minute, so he probably came on one of the wing positions. So there we go. That's probably going to be his role for the season. And we train him on the left, yeah, inside forward and cut in on his right. He's a good player, I won't lie, but I'm pretty sure his attributes have been reduced because Newcastle are in the championship. I remember the previous year, yeah, FM16, he was really good. But yeah, guys, we'll just... So you just see what happens here. Match tactics, we'll change that, yeah, for defensive positioning. So you know the lead up to this game at least. And then, yeah, so we can get into that. And not just that game, but hopefully multiple games in the next episode. And then, yeah, plenty of games. You don't have to worry about no games for episodes, as that will be... yeah, every single episode will be in games, and I'm excited to get into it to see how we're going to go as well. Long lead up, but that's what it takes. I haven't really skipped anything, and I don't think I've wasted too much time. Kieran Gibbs, wouldn't say we need him. EFL, Cup draw, there we go. Who do we draw? Peterborough, they're in League One. We should be able to beat them as well, so that's a good draw for us, so we know we got them coming up. So 2 days, we'll just see if anything happens in the last couple. Probably not too much, just Gomez, just a report on training. And there we go. We're on the day of the game, so we will end this here, guys. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a thumbs up. And again, if you're one waiting for those games, just, yeah, make sure to check out the next episode, which shall be uploaded very, very shortly. And again, if you want me to try and upload these more, I'm considering maybe dropping the upload length to maybe a 40 or 50 minutes, because it does take a long time to upload. It does take an hour to upload an hour. It's yeah, it's about an hour to upload an hour video. So almost how long the video is how long it took to upload, if you want to, yeah, put a bit of a comparison in. And I was just thinking in my head, and other videos I've uploaded, like my normal maybe 15 or 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, they take that long to upload. It's like how long the video is, how many minutes, that's how long the video takes to upload. So yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, guys, we will end it here. You've got the game tomorrow. I thought I should leave it like that, as opposed to being on the game day. Have it as the game day is tomorrow in the game for the next episode. That sounds good, but I'll leave it on the transfer history in case you don't watch the whole thing. But guys, those are the signings we did make. Brought in Rajkovic, Joel Campbell on loan, but $6 million for a future fee. We can sign him any time of the season. Aquah we signed for 6.5. Again, if you just want to see his profile, looking pretty good. Good defensive midfielder for us. Could play centre mid as well if we need him there. And then Tom Cairney, is it Cairney or Carney? I'll check out the pronunciation, and that will be fixed for the next episode 100%. And you guys will probably tell me in the comments, but yeah, that will be set out. And yeah, pretty good player. And you saw their supporters were pretty disappointed in that. See, a lot of the signings going out are loans, but in terms of players sold, Amiobi, then Vernon Anita, 11.5, that kind of big one, Carl Darlow as well. So yeah, 22 million going out and 23.5 going in. It's about the same. So I think, yeah, pretty happy with the deals. But guys, we shall leave it there. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.